Morning. Well, actually, it is morning for us. It's 10 minutes to 2 a.m., so it's still morning. And I stuff like that, I don't even try and take a guess because 99.9% of the time I'm wrong. I'm not usually not even close. That is very nice. That is definitely very nice. And you always hear a bunch of people saying about burning the candle at both ends. I think right now I'm also trying to burn the candle in the middle too, between my YouTube channel and renovating on my house, and then having to do all the errands and everything else because of what's going on. I'd say that's a good return on investment. That's definitely what I would say in regards to that. I've learned over the years, never say never. Yeah, I've found out that I've said that in the past that I would never find another deal like that. And I ended up being bypassed on a deal after I said that because they thought that I wasn't interested in anymore. And I lost out on it wasn't no awesome investment. It just would have been nice for me to have. But I ended up getting bypassed because they thought I wouldn't be interested in it. So that's where I learned that rule. Never say never that you'll not find another deal like that again. Because it may not be about the coins. Yep, never say never. Because it could be about anything, but saying you'll never find another deal like that. Well, there could be something else that is a comparison. It may not be a financial comparison, but it still be a comparison. And then you never know. So yeah, today was, yeah, it could be anything. And that's just it. You don't know what that deal would be until you're in the middle of that deal. And then you go, you know what? This one's gonna be kind of cool. Yeah, exactly. That's like today was, I mean, yesterday, Monday, I don't know. I just did not want to get up yesterday morning, which was Monday morning, because I haven't gone to sleep yet. So to me, oh, I took a nap, but apparently that nap didn't was not sufficient enough. But anyway, I really didn't want to get up on Monday. I had a couple beers Sunday night, more than normal, and they were actually going. The house, the air conditioner was turned down, so it's nice and cool in here. And it just kept popping them little metal caps off the top of the bottles, and so I really didn't want to do anything on Monday. So I'm like, okay, I'm furloughed. I got 3 weeks. I could be lazy, but I got stuff I need to get done around the house. So I really didn't get much done on Monday. I fiddle farted around, but then I told my wife, say, hey, I'm setting my alarm for 10 a.m. I need to get up. I need to go get your meds, because she was not going to go, because she's a cancer survivor. She's not going to go and stand in the middle of Walmart in a line where people ain't going to follow the rules and stuff like that. And so I went out and I did all the errands. And one of the things that I've been pushing off, I don't know why I have a problem with that word right now, but anyway, one of the things I've been pushing off was actually going to my local banks that I can go into the lobby, which I have mine around here. My credit union has the lobby closed. Oh, well, apparently they don't want my money. But I went into two of the banks that are, oh, shit. Oh, I most definitely will. She hit her 5-year mark. I think it was 2 Januaries ago that they declared her free, and then she had to go till May a year ago, because she still had to do her Septin IV, which was the hormone imbalance medication. I forget, one's positive and one's negative. So if you test positive, you have to get the negative medication and all that. They go into this big detail. I'm like, huh? Why? I don't know why you're explaining to me, because as soon as I walk out that door, I ain't gonna remember a damn thing you said. Other than the fact that my wife needs to be here on Tuesdays every third week. So we go through all that stuff, and then finally May come around, and yeah, that word right there. And finally, the doctor said, hey, it is now officially 5 years that you have been tested, and there's no sign. Congratulations. So my wife was very happy. So it's year and a half since she's been declared cancer free. To me, that's every month. Sorry, but my wife lucked out that it was detected as small as it was. And other than chemo and radiation Oh, here we go, the odds again. But basically, other than my wife being able to tell you that she went through cancer treatment, you wouldn't know unless she said something. So makes me happy. Good morning. I recognize that name. Yeah, the avatar is very similar to Melanie, but she has one on there about uh, cooking eggs with spam, and my wife does scrambled eggs with spam. So it's like, okay, I know this one. This is good. Let's see here. Hi, you're welcome. Me, I like all kinds of food. Um, with all the stuff that's going on, uh, I have my cell phone. My wife just gives me a list and she says, go out and buy these things. Yeah, it's been several nights. I know last night I saw the notice about him doing the grill outside with his family. I I don't know what's going on. Did he say anything or because I don't see no notices. I have him on full bell. Yeah, he just had something on about one day ago about the grill. No, I just looked at it. He just had something on there about it was a day ago. Him saying that he had got the grill going. He's gonna spend time with the family. Uh you never know. There's always where people will look at it, go, oh hey, he this or he didn't that do that or she didn't let anybody know. Quite honestly, none of us really know what's going on in his family or with him. So I just hope to see him come back on again. Yeah, I mean he had issues with his dad's water pipe or water main going into his house. he had stuff there, and also if he's starting to actually pick up work, because they are opening our state up, so it's quite possible that he just plumb tuckered out. And if he's working all day long, he ain't gonna have the energy to go and put in a 2, 3, or even a 3 or 2 hour stream, let alone 1 hour stream. If he's tuckered out from the working, doing a physical job for the day, he ain't gonna be worth nothing on the camera. But yeah, all of them are like this. It's not just Tree Trail. Look at the big one that destroys his voice every night, William Noel. I mean, yeah, his attendance and his streams go up and down. You're I got the itches all of a sudden. I wasn't working outside. Well, I mean, I went out to get stuff at the stores and everything, but psychosomatic. And again, I mean, I've got plaque psoriasis, which is they can give me medication for it, but then I looked at what the side effects. First off, plaque psoriasis will not kill you. It will annoy the heck out of you, okay? But it won't kill you. I looked at some of the medication. They're like, well, you go to the doctor and they can take care and they can reduce the psoriasis. They can reduce it. They can't get rid of it. Okay. Think about that. They can reduce it. But then I looked at the side effects. I'm like, oh, hell no. I can definitely deal with the itch a lot better than some of the major side effects are for it. I'm like, because I'm going to have an itch, I'm going to put myself into the hospital? No, I'll just deal with it. I've been dealing with it for all these years. I can deal with it till my number's called. So, but all of them, William Noel, Tree Trimmer. Let's see, who else is another one? TR. If you watch TR show, now don't watch his show for links. Disregard the comments and actually watch him when he is live streaming. Well, people do burn out. That's another possibility. People do burn out. Like I say, if you watch. See, the other thing is we don't know what's going on behind the scenes in regards to that. Maybe there might have been some comments made as far as, yeah, okay, great, you're doing this for us, but we don't get to see you. Now, if you look at his community comments, look at what his community comments are for tree trimmer. Everything is, hey, I'm taking a night off. I'm spending it with my family. I'm spending it with my family. That's what all of them are coming up with, except for the one where his dad broke his water main. But now TR, he doesn't do a lot of talking. He does it from a musical performer's standpoint. So he's not using his voice like Noel is or James is. So you learn how, if you're in a band, well, you usually learn how to pace your voice, and that's where TR would have the definite advantage over James. James is just going up against the wall every night that he's broadcasting until the time he signs off. Quite honestly, I think some of his problem is because he can't hear himself. And well, I mean, he probably has feedback, but he can't really hear his own volume. And probably he's using the microphone off of his laptop or his cell phone. And quite honestly, I have to watch how loud I talk. I have this microphone over here, my little blue. Yeah, he's definitely, yeah. I'm ADD, and oh yeah, he's definitely got an issue with that. But my microphone, I have the gain turned all the way down because I naturally talk loud. So I don't think his microphone is projecting the volume that he's doing. He's actually talking that loud, where if he would have a more appropriate stereo microphone, he could actually project his voice without killing himself. Hold on, I'll be right back. I can hear my wife hacking and coughing. She's asleep. So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're finally back. Yeah, she's all right. Wow, too much iced tea. But yeah, it's a fine. I mean, all of us. It's not just Tree Trim or TR or you or me. It's all of us. You think about it. Our goals of what we want to do on our YouTube channels are various goals, but we all have goals of what we want to accomplish. Well, that time that you delegate to working on the channel, on the camera. Oh, that's why I had it turned. I didn't realize that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got to work on this green screen behind me. Do it this way, so you can this one right here. If I go and take my camera to high definition, which gives me the complete picture, that screen where, well, just roll backwards here. This edge right here, you see how it folds under? Well, this green screen is actually 8 feet, 8 feet long, 9 feet long, something like that. It's actually made to go and attach up top and then hang down. And so you can have do a full body picture in front of a green screen. Well, I have it turned sideways. So what I need to do is come up with a curtain rod of small diameter. That way I can take it down when I'm not using it, keep my wife happy, and take it down. But I need it that it'll go out to like out where you can't see my hand right now. And then this part right here is real easy. I just have this little edge here where I go and put a push pin thumbtack into my pegboard that's up here, and just hold this corner around the edge, and that would cover the whole area. But I need to be able to take it down every day. And I looked into the ones where I can get like a projector screen type green screen. The problem with that is the area that I have available. Let's see here. If I go, see now, my arms are about the width of what the green screen, a projector screen, green screen would be. Okay, so if I go and say it's that big, well, if I go back here and do it, now you can see the limitations on it for me. I need it where it's wider back here. If I go right on 50%, and then take this to low definition, and boom, that cuts off the edges for right now until I go and get a basically a curtain rod. What I have it hanging on right now is the old shower curtain rod from our bathroom, which I just repainted and everything. And she's gonna recombobulate everything in there. So the curtain rod wasn't gonna work. She wants it. This is one of those ones where you turn it out and then you compress it a little bit and it pushes up against the wall. She wants one that actually it's still adjustable, but it's permanently attached to the wall. And it's like the one in the master bedroom. Our bathroom one is actually bolted into the wall, and the curtain rod the curtain shower curtain half-ass backwards. Growing up in Pennsylvania, Deutsch, you out in the light. But anyway, like that's me getting sidetracked. The shower curtain in the master bedroom's bathroom actually has fiberglass crosshair patterns inside the inner liner, and the shower curtain is bolted to the wall. So if she would slip or something, if she would grab the shower curtain would support her weight. It was actually, we special ordered it just for that fact. And that makes her happy. But now it's kind of interesting. My backdrop that you see right now on my green screen was the group fireworks order from 2 years ago. That was a nightmare. It was still fun, but it was a nightmare to try and orchestrate the separation of the items per individual. Now, what was really frustrating about it is this right here is Spirit of 76. That's who this was ordered by. I got that little hole in my head right there. Okay, hold on here. I just took notice to that. Green screen. Take this down to 47. How's that looking? A little bit right there. Hold on. Let me just hold my head right like that. See, that's, yeah. If I actually had, see if this curtain, if it was straight, you wouldn't see it. Anyway, that's something I gotta work on, remedies for later on. But at least I don't have that hole in the top of my head no more when I turn my head on an angle and get the reflection off my bald part of my head. We spent almost a week separating out all this fireworks. This is all everything you see in front is consumer grade fireworks. Some of it is articles of pyrotechnics, and all Spirit of 76 requires that you had some kind of documented training on how not to go and start yourself on fire when you're playing with fireworks. That's all they want. What you can't see, because actually that's me to the right with the back brace on. The person taking the picture, right aside of them is a box full of commercial fireworks. 3G fireworks is sitting right aside of them, and somebody had forgot about it and left it out, and we're like, "Whoa, hey, don't you think this should be locked up?" But it was a rather interesting week. But this Friday and Saturday, I'll be live streaming. The noise ordinance is no loud noises after 10, which they say, oh, no loud noises, so you can't light off any salutes. Well, the problem is, though, everything has a brake charge in it. So what sounds like a normal firework to me sounds like a salute to all those people that have no clue what fireworks really are. So basically, like 10 o'clock at night is when they tell us we got to call it quits. But YouTube will let me do 6-hour broadcast. So I'm thinking, okay, well, 10, 6, that's 4 o'clock. So I think I'm just going to set up my broadcast camera, laptop, and my cell phone. My generator I'll set out there and start at like 6 o'clock, and just let it roll until they call it a night that we have to shut down. Which I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know what's going to go on. There's probably going to be a lot of dead air. You'll just hear people talking as they go by. You never know what you might hear them discussing. And you never know what you might see. We have one guy he is a master shell builder, and he likes doing these things called bottom shots. Well, what he does is he builds these multi-stage shells where they go up and then they break at their highest altitude. As they come down, the shells go off. And then he has this last one, bottom shot, which is usually a salute bottom. The last shell to go off is a salute. And this thing's, I think I got to shave this off tomorrow. Stop that itch. That's where my problem is. 50, 75 feet off the ground when this thing goes off. Usually walk around for like anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes with this blue dot everywhere you look. But we'll see. There's supposedly, and it's not open to the public. We're not doing a commercial choreographed show or anything like that. So somebody's bringing a consumer show. From what Nick said, about 8 minutes long. So we'll see what goes on. I know I'm bringing a bunch of the stuff that I got. Got a couple boxes of miscellaneous stuff that's like, hey guys, let's just light it up. I saved my tea bottle. You know, I burped up a little tea earlier. It's not good. Let's see here. What else? I'll be doing that. May 20. No, bear mind. I'm not looking. I'm just thinking. May 22nd, which actually the calendar's that way. May 22nd, we're doing a show for the graduation for Glen Rose School District. And I'm going to talk with Chris to see if I can broadcast that one live as well. Which, quite honestly, I think all the guys and gals will like seeing that. So we'll see about if he has any objections to me broadcasting that live. And then Corsicana. Now, I don't know if it's the 12th or the 26th. You never know. I think they're just doing this flying by the seat of their pants. That a lot of the school districts want to give something to the kids where they got shorted. The graduating class got shorted by all this world mumbo jumbo that's going on right now, and they're just trying to do something to give them some memories. So. Ow. Ooh, that hurt. Just trying to get some memories. So Corsicana, they haven't decided which day in June. It's either the second Friday or the fourth Friday, or well, who the heck knows? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, the second or the fourth Friday in June, we're supposed to be doing a fireworks show for the graduating class of Corsicana. And I'll see if I can get that one recorded. But I'll find out about this camera up here, see how well it does for recording fireworks at night. I hope it works out. We'll see. We got that one, and then we have so far, I mean, I don't want to knock on my wooden table too hard because then the dogs will think that somebody's knocking on the front door and wake my wife up. That would not be a good thing for me. But knock on wood, the Corsicana 4th of July show, from what me and Chris know, is still a go. Now, that was a back-breaking, horrendous, we were all glad the day ended event. But then a couple of days later, we're like, you know what? This part went perfect, and this one we didn't think this would work, and these two different fireworks, when they went up, they actually looked great together. I mean, we're everything was positive when we talked about it later on. And it usually works that way on the day that you're actually doing the show. And like I've already said, this is commercial fireworks, just the city type shows and stuff like that. The day that you're doing the actual show, your adrenaline, you are an adrenaline junkie on that day, and not just because of what you're handling and what you're working with. It's also because you want everything to go well, because whatever does not launch at showtime, now you have to get it back out of that tube. You can't just go and load it onto a trailer. You can't just go and reach into the tube. All the don'ts and you can'ts start racing through your mind. So now you got it all done, and all the kids and the parents and the people that paid for the show and everything, all of them they've gotten in their vehicles and they've gone away, and now you hear all the crickets and the locusts and the owls chasing the mice in the field. You hear all that because there's nobody out there with you except for the shoot crew that helped you set it up. So now you got to tear this stuff all down. And that's where you find the unexploded shells, the shells that never launched. You have to find out, why didn't they launch? Was it a misfire? Is it still a hang fire? I mean, you have all kinds of scenarios that start running through your head, and it makes you very nervous. So it's even though it makes you very nervous, the statement, cool heads prevail, and you have to. You actually stop when the show's done. Tell everybody, go find a tire, go find part of a trailer. Everybody has already brought their vehicles up. We have all our headlights on. They say, hey, start up your vehicle, go sit in your truck, go sit in your car, turn the air conditioning on. We'll let you know when the half hour safety is done. Then we'll bring everybody out here and we'll start tearing this stuff down. But everybody, go chill. but stay here. Don't go walking away. But we ain't doing anything for half an hour. We can put the miscellaneous tables and stuff like that away. Yeah, no problem. But when it's all done, just sit down and relax. Because that's usually when stupid accidents happen, and there is no game over. Hey, you want to start a new game? There is none. Oh, that sucks. I'll have to take care of that at a later date. I want to see what I'm talking about. Let's see here. What else we got? Okay, we got Glen Rose coming up 2 Fridays from now. We got Corsicana coming up in June, and of course, Corsicana, which is going to be July 4th. July 4th this year is the fireworks company and cruise nightmare 4th. Any other year, except for the infamous leap year plus leap year plus 8, or is it leap year plus? I forget how many cycles it goes through until the calendar date is on the same day. But anyway, 4th of July this year is on a Saturday. Now, what that whole thing complicates is the fact that normally cities would pick. I mean, there's some places where 4th of July is the 4th of July. But a lot of them accommodate the people because they want the crowd, they want the revenue of the people coming out to the shows. So they don't do the fireworks show, the actual pyro show, until like a Friday, Saturday, sometimes a Sunday if the 4th would fall on a Monday, because then the people would have off. But they want the people to come out to the show so that they can go through the vendors and concession stands and all that kind of stuff. It's not just like shooting off a big a fireworks show. Say you're doing Boomtown. I mean, all of us down here know what Addison is. Addison is Boomtown. That's the biggest budgeted show in the area. And I always saw it was these big, huge shows. And I now know the people that shoot that show for the next 5 years. It's a bid contract every 5. Well, it's only up to 6-inch shells. So it's not it's an illusion because where you stand, it looks like it's really huge, but it's not. But it's because of the volume of pyro that gets thrown up in the air. It's what the pyro guys call sky puke. if you have a cake you buy from a roadside stand, the fireworks box, and say there's 25 tubes inside there, well, it'll go anywhere from most average are 30 to 45 seconds it'll take to go through all those 25 different launch tubes. Okay, Boomtown, take that and double or triple the same thing in the same amount of time. So it's basically it's all in your face, and that's how they come up with Boomtown. But anyway, a lot of these shows will schedule it on weekends if it was during the week because they want the people to come out. Good example is I'm trying to think of what the place is. 30 North. Oh, shoot. Now I'm at a loss for. Let me get out my map. Valley View. I shoot for the people that set up Valley View. It's a little Valley View is I can say wine country for us in this area. But it's that kind of an area. It's an ag area, and they set up their show to be on a Saturday. Doesn't matter when the 4th is. They set up the show to be on a Saturday because they have the vendors and the concession stands and the bounce house for the kids and all that stuff. And we go out there and they call in, I think it's like 4 or 5 different pyro companies that we're all friends, and we go to town on this place. It is a lot of shells get loaded and specific stuff like that. Even some of the stuff that's on the green screen behind me gets used because it's totally choreographed. So we go and we set that one up, but it's always on a Saturday. They'll do the prep work, the set, the mowing of the field, and setting out the launch tubes. They'll turn the guns upside down so you don't get moisture inside of them as much as you can prevent. You always have condensation, but that doesn't affect the shell. It's only if it's full of water. Then you got some serious issues. But we Thursday and Friday they do the preliminary, take all the stuff out in the field and get that all grouped in the areas, and then Saturday we come in and go to town and load this whole thing up during the daytime. Start out at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and usually we're still scrambling as the sun starts going down. Now you still got about an hour of light after that, but we want it to, when the sun goes down, we're done. We don't always make that deadline. Sometimes you're working with little headlamps. Actually, mine for the show is always hanging here. I got 2 of these. I get an orange one and I got a blue one. That's how I know which one's charged up or not. I always start out with a blue one. When it goes dead or it starts blinking saying it's going out, I go and grab the orange one. And I know this one is dead. So and I got a couple of those are all USB rechargeable. They're lithium batteries. I got that one. I got one on my hard hat that I wear out in the field when I do the fire detail. That's a rechargeable one. One of the guys I shoot with, I bought him one of those type of headlights. So he's got another one. These things actually kind of work out pretty good. It's just a little lithium pack. And in its place, you can use AAA batteries. Make sure I point that thing in the right direction. I don't need to have that thing start up, hang it up on my wall right here. This is my our office. But here's something I was thinking about. What kind of family help channels do we have at plain old simple family help channels that we have this time of the evening? You got Commander Vlogs. He's got his stuff. I think we might see Premier Hell. He's sometimes on at this time of the evening. Let's see who else. Yeah, you got Premier Hell's on right now. The New Road Family's on. His Family de Estrada. He got bent over bad with what went on. I do think some of that's his own fault, though. Some people don't watch when they just click on people's comments, or actually let some comments be there when they're hacker robots like Zimmer. There's a call, Cell, Logan. There's a bunch of them that are actually bot programs that their only goal is to commandeer your channel. Well, if you keep clicking on people to make them moderators, and you just blindly do that, that's like everybody. You're a moderator. I can go down the list. I know every person that's a moderator. I've never met anybody, but it's not like I'm doing it to a total stranger. It's people that will always think twice before pressing a button. The people, the other part about the people that I put as moderator, there's only a small handful. They have the do unto others as you would like them to do unto you type mentality, and you're one of those people. It's you bend over backwards to help people, just like I do. But there's a lot of them that they just make everybody a moderator. Well, that can bite you in the butt real quick, because like RGG was saying, and I think Tree Trimmer said it like once, maybe twice, but a lot of people don't pay attention that a moderator can go back into somebody's channel on their other videos and other live streams, and because they are a moderator, they can go and block people that previously were not moderators, and that prevents them from being moderators. And you don't, unless you actually go through the block list, the person's channel, they don't know the person's blocked. Or you could do some really harm to somebody's channel. That's one thing where a lot of people don't understand. But anyway, back to saying, we got Commander Vlog. Premier Hell's on right now. The Road Family's on right now. There's a couple that are like coin type things. But nothing that stands out. Premier Hell, he's got his own little. I don't call it. I don't consider it a gimmick. He's just got his own thing that he does, and I kind of like it with this cat head. Commander Vlog, he's coming up. Let's see here. Let's see here. What else? Commander Vlog. Let's see how many he's got. He's got 2.8. Premier Hell. He's got roughly 3.5. Where are you at? You've got 2. As far as shooting people's links in the chat room, it don't bother me. Everybody that I see come in here, I'm on their supporters list. So it helps them if there's another person in here that they don't know that person or they can't get to them. And it's like I use Google Chrome when I'm actually on YouTube. Most of the time, the add-on, I can get to the proper links, but every now and then the text goes flying by and the thing gets all screwed up. And what I end up having to do is keep the stream open on Mozilla Firefox, close down all the Chrome, restart it, and put it back up, and then the links will come back up properly again. It usually like skips 1 or 2 people up or down and gives you somebody else's channel. It's kind of wild. Actually, I found some people that actually had some videos that I like doing it that way, but it wasn't the way that it was intended to go down. That's kind of wild. We have 2 people viewing and I got 3 likes. That's different. So we got somebody hiding. Now, going back on to the ADD, ADHD. know if James is ADHD. He has some of the symptoms. I know he's ADD because I know exactly what ADD is. I'll get something, we'll catch, and that's like right now, my toe. I don't know what I did to it, but uh, I could feel it, and my mind keeps going back to my toe, which I know it'll. And did something stupid. I don't know what specifically I did, but it's a little swollen. So I'm 56 years old. Shit, I could have dropped something on it and not remember it. I've done that already. Actually, quite honestly, I think a day or two I did drop one of the tools because I've been doing the renovating in the two rooms directly over there, the spare bedroom and the center, the hallway bathroom, which my wife likes him a lot. I know our oldest son, he's a building inspector. He's going to come through and go, oh, what about this? What about that? It's like, well hey, I need you to go out in the driveway, go out to your big ass pickup truck out there. I said, and take that work hat that you got on top of your head, put that son of a bitch back inside your truck and go back into your mother's house. I don't need no damn building inspector coming in my house and saying, well, I could have done this, I could have done that. It's like no, your ma's happy, everybody's happy. So just let it go. But I know he's going to come in. He's going to critique the house. He already did that in that little steam right there. Was this used to be a closet, and I patched the wall and all that kind of stuff and the whole 9 yards. And he's like, "Well, you're going to go and texture that?" I'm like, "Why?" Well, it doesn't look right. What's my fucking house? Yeah, but it doesn't look right. I said, your name ain't on the deed. I look at that deed. It is Mr. and Mrs. Dreher. And bear in mind, I'm not saying Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey because my wife. Some things. My wife comes from the bra burning era where women's lib and all that kind of shit. It's like no. To me, it's our house. There is no first name. It isn't her name first or my name first. This is our house, and that's the way I like it. But she's happy with the way the room looks. I know that next door room because I did the second coat of. See, and this is an ADD thing here. Scratching. Watch all these people, the doomsayers. Oh, he's touching his face. Well, let's see here. I went out and did all the groceries and errands and everything today, wearing a mask covering my nose and my mouth, which I don't understand. A lot of these kids are they that naive? Are they that ignorant? Or they don't care? Are they doing it for formalities? I see a lot of them where they got that damn mask on. And they got the usual one. It's not the scarf, but they're. Okay, now there's a problem with this picture. That mask that they recommend you wear, that these younger individuals do not understand that mask is not there to prevent them from contracting this virus. It has a dual role for that mask. It is to prevent you from contracting virus. Well, now, if you don't cover the air inlet holes on your body, okay, if you cover your mouth and you breathe through your nose, guess what? That mask didn't do you a damn bit of good, and you might as well just go and get tested at the hospital. Okay, so now you're going to take that mask, you cover up your whole face. It is not just to prevent you having the possibility of contracting this virus. It's also a precaution that if you have it and a carrier and you don't have the symptoms, you don't give it to somebody else. And a lot of these kids, they do not understand that because they're listening to the propaganda on TV and people are saying, oh, the numbers are fixed and all the doctors are saying that the deaths are by COVID. And there's all kinds of crap that's going around. Right now, the CDC and the AMA, when a doctor goes and classifies a cause of death, everybody's saying, oh, they're putting down COVID. No, they're not. The insurance companies pay out X amount of dollars depending on what the classification is. If the person has respiratory failure, you could either have respiratory failure because it's respiratory failure or respiratory failure due to complications from COVID-19. Well, the insurance company, first off, pays the same. You don't get no more money because you said, oh, it's because of COVID. And these people are assuming, you know how you spell the word assume? Assume. They're assuming that everybody puts down on the physicians put down on the paper the cause of death with COVID. No, they put down a code. There is no where you write down COVID. It's a code that they put down. Well, COVID is in that group for that code. They're going, oh, so see, the doctor's saying it's COVID. No, I had respiratory failure. And a lot of these people are not, they don't understand it because they were never in that medical field. I was. My cousin Donna still is. 56. She might be near retirement. She was. I call them vampires. She was a blood technician, doing the blood saturation tests and blood samples and all that kind of stuff. Long ago, before I left Pennsylvania, I actually had my certification for a RTT, respiratory therapy technician. A code is a code. You don't write down the name of it. I have my father's obituary in front of me. He'll be there for a while. He died from complications due to COVID-19. But doesn't say on there that he died from COVID-19. It said my father passed away on Thursday in Easton, Pennsylvania. It doesn't say why. I know why. So does my brother, my sister, my mother. But they don't say, oh, hey, this person died because of this or this virus. That all it is on the death certificate, cause of death, respiratory failure. That's what my dad's death certificate says for the coroner's office. And the code that is given by the medical community does have COVID-19 listed in that code, but if the people want to pick and choose the name out of that code, it's kind of a sad life they live if you really want to think about it that way. But anyway, next thing. I went around, did all the grocery shopping and all that kind of stuff today. And I couldn't, the credit union I once stopped by to see about, it's only been like about 3 months, 4 months. I said I was going to do this. Well, I actually stopped because I'm not behind the 8 ball trying to go to work. So I stopped and talked with the teller in the bank. So, hey. First off, I went and had to go and put the checks in for my wife into her account. Yeah, it's her money. They're her rentals. It's not mine. So be it. I I live a comfortable life. I do what I want. But I go and ask the teller. I said, hey, what kind of procedures, what do I need to do to acquire sealed boxes of $50 to go coin roll hunting? So what kind of bells, hoops, and whistles do I need to jump through, jump over, or listen to do this? So the teller that I go to, which is usually the one that I go to all at the same time, there's three of them in there. The one with the sit down at the very end is the one that has the box opening, or that's on the far right hand side. It's the one I usually get. And she goes, and you can see her. She leans back. She talks to the head teller at the other end, and she says, "Well, yeah, halves, yeah, 50 cents, and boxes and stuff like that." And she's like, "Well, you'd have to pre-order them." I was like, "Well," I looked at her, I said, "Yes, I know that. I would have to pre-order them. Yes, okay. I kind of expected that you're not going to have a vault full of $50 that nobody uses as regular currency sitting in the vault. I know you're not going to have them. I know you have to order them." And she just kind of chuckles at me. And she goes, "Well, and the bad news is you have to pay for them in advance." I looked at it. She goes, "And you'd have to order $1,000 at a time." So I'm like, "Oh, wait." And I didn't say nothing to her. You never bite the hand that feeds you. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't need nothing like a business account or anything like that. It's like, I said, I'm not planning on doing it right now. I'm just finding out the information I need because I want to start coin roll hunting. So I just needed to see what I need to do. She goes, "Well, yeah, that's when you decide to do it, you know who she is down there on the other end, the head teller." I said, "Yeah, I've known her since this bank opened up." And she goes, "All you have to do is just you go and you have to order them in $1,000 increments, and you have to pay in advance." And it's like, "Yeah, well, okay." So, well, let me get all my ducks in line and everything. And right now I got my 3-week furlough from my company. And she goes, "Yeah, a lot of people are doing that right now. That's how you keep your health insurance and everything, and it helps the company out because if it's listed as COVID-19." The company does not pay for my unemployment for Texas because I'm an essential business and I'm laid off because of this virus that there's nothing to be shipped right now. So I'm on furlough. I'm not laid off. I'm still on the employee roster. So it's a complicated thing, but Texas does not require reimbursement of my company on my health insurance, or rather on my unemployment, which I know my company is very happy about that because yeah, it's nowhere near as much as what I'd be getting if I was at work, but it's also better than nothing because my health insurance that I got is just below that little line where they would say that it is a luxury insurance policy. Our company treats us very well. A lot of these guys are looking at their upfront dollars in their bank account. Quite honestly, with my wife going through her cancer treatments and everything, we wiped out our savings. It was 14 grand we wiped out. But if we didn't have that insurance company, a couple of the medications that she was taking were 5 grand an injection. That's a lot of injection. It cost us $50. They showed us the bill. Because my wife's like, no effing way. And the billing department, she goes, "You're telling me that's 5,000?" The billing department brought it up, and they turned the monitor around. They showed my wife 5 grand. So I'm glad we have the insurance that we have right now. It's not something you put food on your table with, but it made it that I still can put food on my table. But so I go through that one, and it's like, well, I go that, and I wanted to send off. I had a little package of beef jerky of Carolina Reaper pepper beef jerky that I want to set off to Big Mill out there in Orcutt, California. So that'll be fun watching him eat that. Hopefully he'll do that on a live stream because I want to see him as he's chewing it when he starts talking. See, now if you're eating it like you saw me, right now I don't have the money because I'm trying to like conserve as much as I can to see if I get this $50 thing rolling here. I'd have a pound bag of it sitting here, and I eat that stuff like it's regular beef jerky. Now, you can't just go and put a big ass wad in your mouth because if you accidentally inhale some of that while you're talking, dude, it is painful. But anyway, so we'll see if Big Mill eats that when he gets it. He went out today. I did that was those errands. I did this stuff at the Walmart and the Kroger's, and then I was like, well, you know what? The Kroger's has a bank inside the store. I'm like, well, hell, why don't I just go see? I mean, the worst that they'll tell me is, well, sir, we can't do stuff like that. So that's no different than me not asking. Okay, so I go in there and I go and get her groceries and I put all that stuff outside. And I forgot to get her frozen foods. So I call her up, say, hey, what do you want? You want this, you want that, you want the other thing. So, okay, I got 3 of those. And I go through the checkout line and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? I already was over at Bank of America. Let me stop in here and the First Fight Alley. Let's see what they do. And the guy, I don't know what you want to call him, the sales manager. The actual general manager is in the back office behind the door. But I asked him, I said, what would it take for me to order sealed boxes of $50 so that I can go coin roll hunting? I said, I mean, it's quite obvious. I said, first off, I need an account with the bank. I said, that's kind of obvious. So he goes, he leans back and he talks with the manager inside the office, stuff like that. And they get their little book with all their little stuff that they're allowed to do. And so it finds out to being that they have Loomis as far as the carrier. And it cost me $500 for a $500 box of Canadian $50. And I need to have a checking account to do it in. So I'll have to see how I'm going to figure all this stuff out. But it looks like everything's actually going to work out. Because I know somebody else that would really like to know that I can get $50. Then we just have to figure out how we're going to do this. That camera, or actually that's the best one, even though for me actually do the rolls would be this one up here because that's the one that has the best focus on it. This one has the best color. I get a color gradient. I can actually adjust that camera better as far as natural colors. But the other one has the better focal. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. But let's see here. That's that one. Okay, that's Chrome. That's Chrome. Here is this one. That and this. All again over there. And not, now if I touch the other accounts, that would be a quick way to the homeless line. Almost have enough in my personal little account to get halves at the first convenience bank. The First Convenience Bank, which is inside of the Kroger grocery stores down here, is actually a division. As I'm looking at the back of it, I had a funny feeling it was because it's the same symbol. The First National Bank of Texas. So it'll actually, according to this picture, my debit card will actually have both banks listed on it, which would actually be kind of cool. And then the credit union, which I don't. Okay, there we go. I don't know. We're talking about the local credit union. They only have drive-through. The lobby's locked up. A sign there says for all our customer safeties, our lobby is currently closed. But like, well, okay, so that means that you don't want any new customers. That's what that tells me. You don't want new customers because I'm not going to go and talk through a microphone at a drive-through to open up an account. That's not going to happen. But the drive-through has inherent problems. How the hell are you going to do anything through a drive-through with a little air tube that shoots your stuff from one side to the other? I've lifted up them boxes of $half. Guess what? They don't weigh 5 pounds. That little air tube thingy, you put it in there, push the buttons, it's just going to go. And you can look at the little tube just hit there and vibrate because it ain't going nowhere. But well, let's see how that works out. Got that. My Star Wars. I finally got my Hunter Killer 51 companion. It took me months to get through that one. Many deaths, which that was something that I didn't do that was long before I started streaming. So I just wanted to do that one by myself. I still got my character on Star Wars. The last one of the Empire that I want to do, which will give me 2 of everything, Republic and Empire. Although I do like my Empire ones better. Got that. Minecraft. I mean, I like my Minecraft for just doing stupid, and that's my mindless game. I really don't have to think. Because if I want to, I just go and put myself on indestructible, and off I go. I go flying across the sky to where I want to go. You could do that in 7 days to die. I need to go and move that. It's under the Q key. I need to find like the P or the forward slash or backslash. I think it's the one everybody uses HTTPS : that's like StreamYard.com /. Okay, that's the one that everybody calls it backslash. Actually, it's forward slash. Well, there's a backslash one. I need to move that God mode button somewhere else because I know when I was on the game with EVG yesterday morning. It's right aside because it's WASD is your movement keys, E and stuff like that. Well, that Q is where I rest my hand. That's like my keyboard right now is very temperamental. If I don't have the legs set up that it tilts back a little bit, my hand has a habit of resting on the space bar. Well, this one here, it does not take very much on this space bar. It does not take very much for me to do a stuck key event on my space bar. because with the way my left hand sits, for me to use the keys playing Star Wars and stuff like that, my hand naturally rests on the space bar. Well, this space bar is very temperamental. And I'll watch that cursor take off going across the screen. Or if I'm going to go and use a combat command and all of a sudden I jump and it stops. I died twice today because of that shit. I was not happy. Let's see. Today is Wednesday morning, isn't it? Yeah, it's Wednesday morning. I wonder where everybody is. I don't think they're off. Let me pull up another bar up here. No, there really just isn't anybody on right now. I don't know. Maybe the world came to a screeching halt. Nah, no, that couldn't happen because if the world stopped turning, everything would just start floating out in our atmosphere would just immediately dissipate, and we'd be a bunch of floating balloons that would explode. The grim reality of floating off into a cold abyss. Speaking of that, let me go. Did he put anything on his anything on RGG? No, that's his 1 day ago. Home. Yeah, I'm still up there at the platinum level. Still have a couple days left on that, unfortunately. Anything on CJ? Now, home. TR, I know he just got done with one. William Noel, he just got done with Nick Pixel. Oh, he got rid of the CJ doesn't have his Jedi Council anymore. Such a pity. I don't like that. Do. We'll get an iced tea jug. I'll be right back, everybody. Now, let's mute it this way so they can see that. No, there's no command button for it. That'd be kind of neat if they actually had a command button where I could just, I mean, yeah, I could push the mute button up there, but then everybody in the stream wouldn't see that. Got me a big iced tea jug. There's my refill. That's kind of neat how everything's clear because of the color, because it's green. And there's my regular one. Figure, and I had this one for that whole other big bottle that I just emptied out. Time to just get a fresh one. Let's see here. What else we got? We got that one back there, green screen. Let's go with the go 47%. There we go. Yeah, I get this. So gotta watch out. Yeah. Now let's take that back to where it was. 46. I still see it. Yeah, 45. It gets that little fuzziness down in the lower left-hand corner. I'll take care of that when I get. I need to get 2 curtain rods. That would be. Oh, I got myself another soda. These curtain rods to be. I need them to be able to go out 6 feet. 7 feet would be nice. But I also have to be able to take it down every night. You got to keep the wife happy. She says she doesn't like it, but if I can take it down when I'm done streaming, it won't bother her. So that's what I shall do. Make it that I can take it down every night. Because then I get this little bit. Let's see. This little bit right here. See that little fluctuation right there. And that's because, as you can see, when the edge curls over. Now, if I hold the bottom straight, yeah, you have that issue over my shoulder right now. But that's because of how close I am. If I'm not right up against it, you don't see that. You see a little bit of it, like right here. I can see it on my monitor. But if I get that stretched out, basically the top rod will be the pull rod where it hangs. And I'll have like about 1.5 feet that goes over on this side. And I'll thumbtack it to my cork board just to hold that side in place, because if I go this way, see, if I go here, the high def, you can see my corner of my wall right there. And now you can see the edge of the curtain. And you can see that if I like curl it, that the light isn't reflecting on it. And you can see right here under my armpit. Now, if I go and take that whole same thing, as I pull it straight, you know, like right there, the edge looks good. Now, if I let it go, it like curls around the corner because it's not being held straight. But trials and tribulations of the stupid little things that my ADD takes attention to. And I can hear right now my annoying little dog in the other room, where my wife says that if I'm not home, she'll shut up for the whole night long. But because she knows I am home, she could hear my voice. She's my spoiled little prissy. I call her my little prima donna. She knows that I'm awake, so she does her little whimper or cry BS because she wants me to play with her. Well, it's 3:35 in the morning. I'm not in a playful mood. I want to be on here, this thing right here. I don't want to be playing with my little. I play with the dogs during the daytime. Well, after I wake up, of course, in the afternoon. But yeah, I think the biggest thing today was, I got everything I wanted. Of course, I got my beer. Gotta have beer. But having 2 banks say that I can get sealed boxes at $50, that made my day. That made my day. Now, if you take notice, this picture that's behind me, I wonder, is this the full one? Let me take a look at this thing here. Green screen. Actually, yeah, it is. What you're looking at is the entire thing. Okay, with what you're seeing on the screen, let me go over to my other one so I can actually see what it really looks like. Okay, what you see behind me right now on that screenshot right there, that was the Spirit of 76 order as it came in. Now, if you take notice, let me see if I can do this. You see these little white things right here, down here and here. Those are all individual names. Now, if it went to an actual person that he ordered certain items, because it was combined. It was a combined group order. It wasn't just our big order. It was also another group that fire ants, but that was actually shipped to one location, but under multiple names. So it could either actually have a person's name on or the big group's name on. And then once we found out what was going on, that's when you saw this going on. Now this was a living nightmare until we got it in there. We have the guy with the staff shirt on, and that's not staff that he works there. That's just his the fireworks company that he shoots for. Actually, he's the owner of the company. That's Jeremy. Of course, that's me right there. Let's see here. That's Jeremy. That one right there. That one, of course, that's me. And then we have. Let me go this way. Oh, dude, I just had a brain fart. What the hell's his name? And I shoot with him, Chris. Oh, that's the other. Well, duh. I just know him by his last name. I ain't gonna mention last names, but his first name is Chris. Go figure. Two Chris's, and I can't remember his first name. But once the three of us got things, now the person that took, let me back up here a little bit. The person that took this picture is Jeremy's wife, where she was standing. She took the picture of the three of us. Basically, me, Chris, and Jeremy were walking through that whole area and just kind of like getting a visual assessment of what we had and where things are located. So once we started outside, these are these right here. These are actually cattle fences on the three-quarter barn, so that it's a hay barn, so that the cows and the calves can't play feeding frenzy on the hay if it would get stored in that one. They have another one they use for the hay right now, but it's to prevent them from getting in. But anyway, when we actually did it, we had a pretty good assessment of what was going on. And we got a whole bunch of pallets that Chris had stacked up against the side, and we put them outside of these cattle fences. And we went to town. We worked on this thing probably till 9:15 at night. I mean, we were wearing headlamps. These things. We were wearing them, and finally Chris said, "Guys, you can continue tomorrow. Call it quits. Go home." I'm like, we're so close. He's like, what about all the pallets that are over there yet? We're like, oh my God, we forgot about them. It's like, hi, we got more. So let's see what we got going on here. Nothing on Gmail. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill out all these scent. Got lots of them. Anything new on the Pyro forums? Yeah. It doesn't look like there's anything worthwhile me even bringing up. Hmm. Okay, that's enough. My ADD kicked in. I started going all through Facebook. It doesn't do me any good. Facebook is a joke anyway. Ah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get them rolls. So now I got the bank will actually get me the $50 rolls. I almost have enough to get one box of Loomis down there at First National Bank, but I also need to open up a checking account, an active checking account there, which I think I'm going to go and use that bank as my purchase bank because I can buy them in $500 increments and use that for where the money needs to be. And then I'll use Bank of America once I get it rolling good enough. Use Bank of America as a secondary place, but I know that one I can, as long as I wrap the halves, which is quite easy. I mean, a lot of people complain about it, but hey, you do what you got to do. What's up, Amp? Where are you at? EMP. Enter. Send. Ha 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 ha. Well, see, well, okie doke. Hey. Oops. Oh, you damn thing. There we go. Let me mute this so I can blow my nose. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. He yawns. There he is.
Hold on, I'm gonna be with you in chat because I'm gonna go outside and smoke. I just got a break right now. I'll be here on camera and after my cigarette.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I'm with you. I'll be with you in chat. Let me just smoke a cigarette. I'm so tired, you know.
Well, shoot, my day started at 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and I haven't been to bed yet.
Yesterday morning, I haven't been to bed yet. That's what I was about to ask you. How was your day? Because I saw what's his name came on earlier with him, and I was telling him, or I said, you know, he's like, oh, Imperial Label. And I was like, yeah, Jeff's busy. He has a busy day today. But then I didn't really know anyone, so I left. Hold on, I'm coming.
I'm in a hurry. I'm not going nowhere. Well, yeah, I found out 2 banks that I could get boxes of $half. Now I got to save up my money so I can actually buy the $half. I can tell you this one right now. It's not $5 each. If I go to Bank of America, that's $1,000 you have to order. In the First National Bank, that's $500 that you have to order. You have to pay them, and then they order them for you. They don't have them there at the bank. So this is a very expensive hobby. Well, to do coin roll hunting, you need the sealed boxes. So they come in $500 boxes. See, now you got to bear in mind, Guam, when they get them, the boxes are taken apart, like your wife was saying, and you said the boxes are taken apart and delivered to the banks, not in the boxes. You buy the rolls. Here, you buy the $500 box. No, the 2 banks that I got, no, if I go Bank of America, I'd have to order $1,000, which is 2 boxes in $1,000 increments. If I go with the First National Bank of Texas, I'd have to order $500 at a time. Yeah, I hear bits and pieces of you while you're out there taking a smoke break. So when you get back in, I don't know what you mean by "are we at zero?" You talk about attendance, because all of a sudden we shot up to 5 people in the chat room. I'll get this. Yeah, I have no half dollars, so I need to come up with the money so I could buy the first set of boxes. And my biggest thing is not that I'm going to do the coin roll hunting. I'm actually this is a joint venture between me and EVG, because now that I found out that I can get boxes, it's just a matter of time. Because I easily sign into a contract between me and EVG, so that would cover both of us, so that there'd be no worries that the other person would do anything funny. I have no problem with doing that, because I can get the boxes and he can remote my camera, and then we can go coin roll hunting. And hey, and actually I think we would be the first YouTube channel that I saw of that would actually have a multi-stream coin roll hunt. Oh yeah, well I didn't get off the game till like I was on with him playing 7 Days to Die at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had to get up at 9. Well, I ended up setting my alarm clock for 10 just so I could get 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, but see, now that's where we were talking about contracts. That's where it keeps that both of us are happy and satisfied with what we're going to do. That's why you do the contract. Yeah, we had discussed it. We threw it around, and I mean, it was like in theory, and we were just talking about it, but nothing nothing definite, because I never got to the bank to ask or anything like that. Well, I find it's like, well, I don't have to hurry up because I got to go to work. I don't have to go to work for another 2 weeks. So I'm like, well, hey, I got to go put her checks into the bank. Let me stop and ask them. Let me find out. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're doing it that way, to be honest and fair. But now that I just heard the door. Let me go close her bedroom door. Well, it all depends on when it was butchered, how it was butchered, prepped for the freezer, and then how long it's been in there. As far as you asking me how long, I go to the meat market and buy my food. So that's as far as I go, as far as how long does chicken, pork, and beef last. Venison, that's my uncle 1,600 miles away. Oh, I'll be right back. Let me go close her bedroom door. Good morning. I got the microphone still on. Morning, Pennies. Long day for me, but not bad. I can't speak for El Chapo, but he did say something about finally he's gotten freedom. So apparently, and I'll have to leave it at that. I think I need to move that here. Then, oh, definitely. See, now I don't have to sit over here. Right here is where the belly cut is on my table. But
Phone. I don't know. I'm not gonna look for it. I found it and it was lost again. It's always phone for now.
somebody's image. I didn't catch the name. Let's see, what other pictures can I put up in the background here? Who, me? No, that's actually my green screen. That's last year's fireworks for our group buy. It's just a green screen that's behind me. Now, we moved out of the garage. That would be this one. Now, that's the one. Actually, I can move one corner, take care of that. This, take care of this.
All right. Right.
And hold this straight. So that green screen will look better. Well, it all depends on what you want to call as far as being a pyrotechnician. I have not blown myself up yet, so I figure I'm doing pretty good. As far as licensing, yeah, I have all the only license that I don't have is flame or cryojet license. I really don't do any concert like type events or stuff like that. So quite honestly, I don't see any need to have it. But as far as state and federal licensing for the U.S., yeah, I got all them crazy stuff. I have a employee possessor on one company that has a Type 50, which is a manufacturer of commercial fireworks. I have an employee possessor on somebody who has a 54, which is a possessor of it. And we shoot with a guy that has a Type 20. Now, that's the license. If I'm going for that's what I want. That's the manufacturer of high explosives. You could do whatever you want if you have that license. Like you have the proper insurance and you don't do stupid things. I have seen people do stupid things. I see videos all the time about people doing stupid things.
What did you put? How much did you put?
$2,000 a year where? If I go and combine all my stuff, if I combine all my different licenses, yeah, it can add up around that. I know Canada, they've got different criteria, and I know Great Britain does as well. I would actually go and experience Guy Fawkes Day over in Great Britain at least once. Now, is that him feedback or is that me feedback? You know what? That actually might be. I think he's not there right now. Yeah, what I'm saying feeds back through his microphone. I was just thinking about this. The licenses I have. Say again. But yeah, the licenses that I have here, they don't cost that much. For the state, consumer and commercial are $25 each. Federal government, it actually it doesn't cost me anything, but if I would actually get my federal license, that'd be $100 for every 3 years. But then you're required to carry. You're required to carry $1 million liability and $500,000 liability under commercial. So there's all kinds, which that adds on about $2,600 a year just for insurance, just to have the license. So yeah, it adds up real quick. My honeydew list. I got the majority of the painting and the molding, painting, the baseboard, all that stuff's done. I got the doors hung back up on those 2 rooms. The bathroom, needs to pick out the kind of mirror she wants to put in. I have to do some caulking around the tub and the sink and everything to make that all look nice and pretty. The spare bedroom, I still have to do the windows. I would do because all our windows in this house are like the shadow box style. They're about 6 to 8 inches deep. The actual window box, that and the windowsill, I want to paint the same as the molding, which is semi-gloss white to reflect more light into the room itself. But actually, I'm pretty about where I really want to be on it. Being a dad. Been a long time since I had to do that.
That's me. Don't make a bottle. You start asking.
Yeah, but I got a 13 and a 10-year-old grandson.
Yeah, I just made it now. Yes.
What the neatest thing is when you get tired, you just go, here, you can have them back. Unless you're sleeping over for the weekend. Then I kind of like find something to do that I can be somewhere else once my tolerance level gets met. But yeah, that the backdrop behind me, that's I don't know how many years old that is. I don't have to look now. Pictures. And that's right there. View details. Oh shit, which one is that? Okay. Small icon. Now, view tiles. Okay, that is this one. What's up, Les? Haven't seen you around in a while. March of 2018, that picture. That's actually a picture at nighttime looking into my garage. That's what that is. The big bucket of sidewalk chalk and Play-Doh. You don't need to have any loud, noisy instrumentation. When their parents see the Technicolor drawings on the front porch, or they see the globs of Play-Doh in the carpet, you have all the noise you want, as long as it's not in your house. Yeah, it's this is my evening. It does make it hard on a lot of people. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say it's mid-morning over there, isn't it? I know it wasn't noontime yet. I figure it's probably like mid-morning. Actually, our grandkids, yeah, I mean, yeah, when they were smaller, they did eat some candy, but they never got big into eating garbage food. Around here, if they had anything, it was like Dorito chips or potato chips, something like that. Right? Yeah, it's a lot of sodium and stuff like that, but it's not the high sugar content. And actually, Doritos themselves are really not as bad. Everybody goes, "Oh, they're garbage." No, actually, they're corn chips. And yeah, there's some added flavors and everything, which aren't the best for you. But Dorito corn chips are a lot better for you than potato chips are to start with. But yeah, they never really got into the junk food. If we have Hershey Kisses laying around, yeah, they'll grab a small handful of them and eat 2, 3, 4 of them, and that's about it. They don't sit there. They don't just keep eating them. They never did. They like their ginger ale, which is caffeine free to start with. My wife don't like it because they drink all my wife's ginger ale. So it's like I say, hey, it's like I always have bottles of Coca-Cola, but they don't want Coca-Cola. They want my ginger ale. It's like, well, just let me know and I'll bring home a big 2-liter or 3-liter bottle of it for you, so that You don't have to worry about them drinking all your soda. And that's about it. Sugarized item. Yeah, they don't really get into sugar, any kind of sugar type drinks. When I was growing up, you had uh, those little packets of Kool-Aid that you dumped in a pitcher of water, and then you took a cup of sugar and you dumped that in there. That was the drink back when I was growing up. So they insisted on making all the kids diabetics from start. All the sugar they forced down your throats. Hot Porkies. What in the world? Okay, I gotta see what kind of what that translates. What that translates into what I would eat here. Hot Porkies. Sausage? Okay. Yeah, the ones I get here aren't hot. But yeah, pork rinds, oh yeah. We get them in the whole big bag. Or there's a lot of them, they're pork crunchies. It's basically what it is. Pork crunchies, pork rinds. Some people call them pork chips. It all depends on where you're at. But yeah, pork rinds. Those are in the vending machines at work and everything where I'm at. Yeah, you there's no place you can't get them down here. Yep. So what I gotta do? Condense my corner. So that's got to go to here. Okay. Yeah, that's the picture of my hideaway chalet that I have. I just don't tell anybody that I have all these millions of dollars stashed away. Actually, that's the bottom of the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move that camera, and we'll get it figured out. If I go to standard depth, it doesn't do much. If I go to low definition, it cuts off all the bottom and everything. The only thing I gotta do is right there's the edge of the page. I got this little bit right here that I gotta. You can see I put my hand there. It deflects the light. I'll get it figured out. That's just my ADD kicking in right now. That's something that frustrates me like that.
I understand your pain.
Don't worry, you ain't the first person going through that, and you ain't gonna be the last. Everybody goes through that.
So how long did you guys stay streaming? There's like 5 hours stream. You two together.
Oh, for the
I'm
game?
jealous.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't.
Or
We didn't stream that game. No, that was
oh,
a
yeah.
yeah. There was no stream. That was a private. That was actually we were on the game itself. No, there was no stream.
Oh no, not stream. I mean game. Just I meant game, like gaming.
Probably about an hour. Cool. Okay, doke. Don't see you again. Take care. Well, I'm going to be on here for one more hour. 5:30, I have to be off unless I want to go from a man to an it. My wife and I made an agreement, and every time I go past 5:30, I get lectured. Usually it takes the entire day to get the lecture over with. So we will get off at 5:30. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, we're back.
Oh, 1 minute. She just said she wants to smash my face in.
Well, I'm not gonna get in the middle of that one because I ain't gonna talk about my own experiences.
I just want to laugh, but I think I'll make it worse if I laugh.
But yeah, I gotta eventually I'll talk with EVG and see what his ideas are on about the half-dollar rolls. Now that I know I can get them. Now I
So
didn't
that's
ask them how long it would take. That I don't know.
Yeah.
But they did say they can get them for me. Well, you do what you got to do.
Yes, sir. And do it well. Okay. I wonder if we're if the coast is clear now.
Let me go lecture a little dog. I'll be right back. Yeah, tomorrow, gotta go. Well, I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. I want to go and fill up the gas tank in the truck. I got to check the vehicles, the oil levels. I haven't done that in a long time. Actually, all my oil changes are way overdue. I think we're going to go to Walmart and see if I can find me the curtain rods that I need for that. See now the weighted bottom, for me to pull this tight down here to get rid of this waviness that's right there. Once I figure out how long I need it and how far over it needs to go, like if I go high def and just go like this, it shows me the length that I need. Now, if I go down to here, take notice, my bottom is about 3 inches up from the bottom of this. So that 3 inches difference on my monitor turns into 6 inches behind me. So I probably end up putting this as far over as I can. That keeps me in the center here. So that means that I need to have take an orange one. What kind of work? Oh, that's my green screen. $46. There we go. Penny's went. I think Penny's went to Hector's Interest in Coins. He said he was going to go over there and say hello. No, no, I have not won the lottery, so that's not my. Actually, even if I won the lottery, my living room wouldn't look like that. Mine would look lived in. First off, that piano wouldn't be there because it'd be a waste of money. Now we got 4 people in the chat, and 2 of them are you and me. Well, I wouldn't mind the space. The space would be kind of neat. I mean, if I could afford it, but I'll tell you right now, I can't afford a place like that. Well, I didn't win the lottery last night. Nobody else did, so we're all equally just as poor. Oh, I have actual working fireplace in my house. I use it like once a year. Sometimes twice a year. It's not big like that one, but I get a good fire going in it. Where'd my cursor go? There's my cursor. See, this is where we have fun. Go brand, background, upload. Where the hell did I save it to? Hold on here. Something just got screwed up. Camera, mic, green screen. Save image as. Oh, it's in my downloads. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Upload. Downloads. Bricks. Show. Okay, we ain't going nowhere. Which one is which? That's Jeff D. Coins. Pyro. Yeah, let's go with the plain Jane background. Or how about nothing? Oh, we'll just go with a background. Yeah, that looks good. And also upload. Where's that other one? Pictures. Background. Show. There we go. Put the background of my garage there. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. I'll get me some sleep. And when I get up, I do the windows. Do the windows in the front room. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And that'll basically finish off my spare bedroom. Now, the stuff that's in it, I need to move out of there into the living room. I need to see where my wife wants me to put it. Wednesday and Thursday. I got to find out when they're going to be shooting the show. Group me. Anything new?
Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Crazy. Like a pandemic. First thing I think is to laugh at it. Gotta laugh about it. Gotta laugh sometimes. It's
Oh,
hard
it's
to avoid
called
keeping.
life.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, man. Sometimes it's too extreme. Sometimes or consistently. I gotta find the common denominator.
That's just it. A relationship does not have to be married. Still could just be a relationship between a man and a woman. For that relationship to work, there has to be compromise in there somewhere. It cannot be all one side or the other. So that's what you two are going through. Trust me, I have to compromise a lot because there's a lot of times where I like stacking it in my favor. And she shows up my ass that I'm stacking it in my favor. And she lets me know that. So you're not alone. You're not the first, and you're not going to be the last that has to deal with it. It's compromise. That's what it is. It's called a relationship. Now let me go dump this little bit of beer out. I'm done drinking for the night.
Is that the garage? It's a nice garage.
Now that's actually my garage.
You built the table in the back?
That table's none of that stuff is there anymore. It's all been removed. That's actually my garage right there.
Okay.
If I get out of the way,
Nice.
that table you see right here, none of that's there anymore.
But you built that though?
Yeah.
Right on.
On both sides of these big pallet racks. They're only like 22 inches deep. They can't hold a whole pallet, but they're designed to hold like 6,000 pounds. And we have them on both sides.
Wow.
That's where we store all our stuff, our canned goods and the junk that I don't want to throw out and all that kind of crap. That's where we store it all.
Ooh, man, my cuff hurts. It's on massage. What time's your curfew tonight?
I have to be off in 25 minutes.
Ooh. You have another long day tomorrow ahead of you?
Well, I have to do my painting of the windows and stuff like that. But daytime hours, she says 5:30 a.m. You have to be off of YouTube. I'm like, yes, dear. So like I said, I ain't gonna give side with either side. I'm not gonna give you my opinion because I go through my own hell on a daily basis. So well, welcome to my world. That's the only thing I'll say to that. So it's a compromise. You're learning. Let's see here. That didn't turn out. That one didn't turn out well. Let me get rid of that one. Delete that background. We'll just go with a generic background.
You know what's weird, right? Because I was here right in chat when Miss Mercer came, right? And I didn't know Miss Mercer was Mercer. because they changed their name, you know. And it
Yeah.
was funny because when Miss Mercer was here that night, right? She was talking about me, you know, and
Uh-huh.
uh, and she left out, you know, why the falling out or whatever happened, you know, and like I didn't even know I was blocked, you know, but it's just funny, you know, because you know you first of all you come to my brother's place, you know, you probably don't even know how close we are, you know, and then you talk about me, you know, because you think I'm not here, you know what I mean? But I'm here and I'm listening, you know, and then it's just funny because you leave out a whole part. You tell them one thing, you tell EVG and Jeff one thing, you leave out a whole part why whatever happened, and then today you subscribe, you know, it's just funny. But for me, it's just like it's not even worth paying any energy to, you know, just
Nope.
so it's okay. It's okay. I'm just if it's not a big thing, let it go. That's where I'm at. Yeah. But I didn't know.
Basically, what you're describing to me is life.
Is it like me?
To me, that's life. And the reason why I say that is I look at a year in my life takes 365 days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Out of that entire year, if I have one good day out of the 365, I had a good year. That's like right now, everything in my life sucks. Pardon my vocabulary, but
Yeah.
everything in my life sucks. I'm on furlough from my job. I don't have no money to buy any half dollars. Our our bank account basically my last check was last Friday until I go back to work in 2 weeks. So everything
Supposedly,
will be
yeah,
living off of her bank account.
yeah.
Uh, you can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Well, I got notice that we're doing 2 fireworks shows and a fireworks event in the next 6 weeks. Then I'm doing a city show on July 4th. So it goes from sucky to all of a sudden, hey, everything's going to work out. So
Yeah.
you have those good days. Majority of my days suck.
Yeah.
All I need is that
Yeah.
one day where things turn out really nice and that made the whole year worth living.
Yeah. You're right. Totally right. Exactly. Funny how that works, right?
Yeah, it's the only way that you're going to have I have no clue what that was on the bottom of my screen. It just says show all, and I'm like, no. Uh it very seldom does the only way that you're gonna have a perfect life is
Is you're not.
in your mind. In reality, nobody. I don't. You can have the most money in the world and have everything you want, and you still won't have a perfect life.
Yeah, agreed. And I don't know if I even would want a perfect life, you know? I don't think I would want a perfect life.
Oh, I really wouldn't want a perfect life, but I'd like to have a lot more money, though. I mean, I'll definitely. I won't refuse it.
Yeah,
If
money
I
don't hurt. Money don't.
if I have a winning lottery ticket, you know damn well I'm going to cash it with my name on it. I'm not going to give it to somebody else.
Oh yeah, money don't hurt. Money don't hurt. You know when I because I've been planning on doing this thing, you know, like in a better on a better level, like you guys been saying. When
Yeah.
I do you think I should do it on with a starting fresh with a different channel name, you know, or just do it on this?
Oh, you could
Because
you
it's
could do it
not
on
gonna
this,
change, you
you have
know.
to
Like,
do it on this channel, but you see, it's now what you have to think about, and EVG will agree with me on this, and there's some other people that will as well. It's not the channel; it's how you consistently present what you want
oh
to
yeah,
get done. You can't go back and forth.
yeah, yeah.
That's like we both know some people that say that these family channels and grow channels and all that kind of stuff suck. That's what they say. But then I see them walk into a coin channel, say, "Hey, I'm 47 away from 500. Hey, I need everybody to subscribe to me so I can get to 500." That's the same thing.
Yep.
That if you go, you walk into a chat room, say, "I need everybody to sub to me because I need 500." You just said to everybody that is a sub for sub channel, and that's what they're doing. It's no different. So I mean, you and I know those people, and actually, there's a couple of them out right now. But
Yeah.
if you're going to go and criticize something, just make sure you watch what you criticize, because, like I said, they're doing what they were doing what they criticized for so long.
Yeah.
And it's like right now I go anywhere from 739 to 744 subscribers on my channel. I'll go one day and I'll be at 744. The next day I'll be at 739. Then all of a sudden it'll be up at 742. And it goes up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
But I don't see.
I think YouTube plays a part in that somewhat, you know, and then the other half is probably fake.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I can understand it being YouTube if they take dead channels off of my subscriber list. I understand that. But there's no new channels on the list either. So how can the numbers go back up if they took them off? It's like a little game with them. Because I'm actually thinking of taking this not into a grow channel, just a family channel. We have a couple people on here that have the moderator wrench that I trust not to do anything, because you can go back into that person's channel and you could change videos. You can delete.
I heard you say that. So you could do that if you have a wrench.
Yeah, if you're on somebody else's channel, yeah, they can come in, they can delete. They can't delete videos, but they can remove people from videos.
How?
Just all you have to do is like for instance, mine right now, you'd be able to go into my older videos and click on somebody's name and block them because you got a wrench.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? You know that happened to me. Somebody told me, this one crazy old guy did that, and a guy that owned the channel didn't know about it, and he found out, and I don't know how to talk with him, but then later on apologized to me. He actually came. You know him, you know. He's been here, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I probably have a pretty good idea because he's on EVG stream too.
Barely though, or yeah, I've seen him pop in, but never like pop in and say what's up, but never more than that. You know, he probably never stayed there long, or at least from when I seen him there, at least. if we're talking about the same.
But yeah, see, we get people come in at because there's really nothing out there for anybody right now. I mean, yeah, I
Are
don't
you
want to.
able to find out? You're able to find out who did it? Like you can see who blocked who on your own channel that you give a wrench to.
You can't see who blocked him, but you can see who is blocked. That's easy.
Okay.
Like right now, if
Is that in studio?
yeah, if you go to YouTube Studio,
Mm-hmm.
now in the bottom left-hand corner, it says Settings.
Mm-hmm.
You click on that,
Block users. Yeah.
and on the very bottom, it says Community. You have hidden users.
Wow.
And it's like that mine. You can see all the ones that have hidden, whether it be scammer channels, which Zimmer tracks and stuff like all them. Those are scammer channels. And there's a couple other ones that came in using obscene sexual comments. And Andy and Nate were in here. They got one sentence in before Andy got to them. They didn't last long.
Something like happened right, and I thought I would just see what happened, but actually I got like talked to in front of the whole stream. That you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, I didn't really get it, you know.
Sometimes people push a little bit too far.
It's just weird. It's
like that. You don't do it in front of everybody because all you're doing is creating negativity. There's no reason for them to do that.
Yeah.
That's the I'm in charge mentality. I have the power to remove you from my channel. Go ahead, remove me. I'm not going to sit there and be lectured. I'll just leave the channel.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's what I did. I left too, you know, and then I got an email saying sorry. But it's like, dude, I didn't get anything from that. Like this thing like happened in like 2 different ways on 2 different channels, which is like crazy. Like I only helped, you know.
Yep. But yeah, I gotta talk to EVG and see what I can do there as far as the halves. I still have to find out from those 2 banks how long would it take for me to get those halves. And then I never asked them about turning the halves back in. I didn't ask them because right now I'm not ready to make that commitment to spend $500. Oh, excuse me. What happens when you drink a bunch of soda? For me to spend the $500 or $1,000 plus, then the one bank I'd have to open up a checking account, which I don't want it to be bare minimum because I'll actually use that for my PayPal to have the PayPal money put into there. And so there's no sense in me asking about coin return or anything until that I'm actually able to order the boxes. Now, if both the banks say, "Hey, I can't turn my coins back in," well, there's no sense in me buying them. Then what am I going to do with $500 worth of half dollars sitting in my house?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, well, go buy your gas or go." It's like I buy everything on my Mac card. Everything comes out of my bank account. I don't carry cash with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had no need to. I mean, for me to go coin roll hunting for silver, that's just to find silver. That's not for me to get the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I figure because I'll be getting off in a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Go and paint the windows in the spare bedroom, and then I'll have to do a second coat later on when I wake up. But I figure because it'll be Wednesday night, probably get on. I'll open up the stream about 11.
What time is it now?
It is 5:22.
Okay, so 6 hours. Yeah, just shoot me the. I had to do some extra stuff for today. So I was a little late.
Oh,
And this laptop I'm on, it's not strong enough for the program, you know. It's
yeah.
scratching my head. I'm gonna do it though, like, well, maybe I'll do it. If I'm able to, maybe I'll do that at the end of this week. But I'm gonna just try to fundraise for get my laptop, you know.
Uh-huh.
Not even the one that I want or would like. Just run the program. Like this one I'm on, like click on it, it takes like 5 minutes to open the program, and to open up a picture or something, it takes like a minute. The mouse like lags, but I already got the program. Well, I got the program for a month.
There we go. That looks better. I had two of the same logo on the screen. Okey-doke. Well, it's about time for me to get off. That way my wife's not going to yell at me.
Yeah.
So I will
Peace
talk
treating.
with. Say again?
Peace treating.
Oh, yeah, of sorts, yeah. Well, I'll send you that link tomorrow when I get on. Take care.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Thanks.
Yep.